7. Coral Reef Squadron. The Coral Reef Squadron, an initiative to build an artificial reef off the coast of Phuket, promised to be an incredible addition to Thailand's marine ecosystems. The project aimed to sink 10 decommissioned aircraft, including 4 Douglas C-47 Dakota Skytrain military transport planes and 6 Sikorsky S-58T helicopters from the Royal Thai Air Force. These aircraft were placed to be used as a new habitat for marine life, offering a unique underwater experience for divers and tourists. Sadly, the project faced several challenges from the beginning. Poor weather thwarted the planned sinking, forcing the need to store the aircraft at Lion Beach until November 2008. Despite the many obstacles, the Coral Reef Squadron was set to become Thailand's largest artificial reef. The key feature of the project was the large C-47 aircraft. They were secured to the seabed using massive concrete blocks. The intention was to build an environment where marine life could flourish, ultimately transforming the sunken aircraft into vibrant, thriving ecosystems. Fortunately, the Coral Reef Squadron faced another unexpected setback. Monsoon season currents ravaged the planes, leading to their rapid deterioration. Also, a combination of factors, including failure to follow instructions during the installation process, contributed to the rapid decline of the artificial reef. The Thai Dive Association, TDA, later conducted an assessment of the site and found that 90% of the aircraft were either missing or completely destroyed. This was a significant blow to the project's reputation and a disappointment for the agencies that invested time, effort, and money into making it a success. But the project's failure served as a warning tale for future endeavors. The TDA acknowledged its mistakes and contemplated alternative strategies for building artificial reefs in the future. While the Coral Reef Squadron met an unfortunate end thanks to the forces of nature and human error, the idea of repurposing decommissioned aircraft as artificial reefs remains an interesting concept for marine conservation and tourism. 6. The Caspian Sea Monster. The revival of the Caspian Sea Monster, a massive and strange flying machine called an ekranoplan, has attracted considerable attention. This iconic Soviet-era creation, which was abandoned for over 3 decades, was given a new lease of life when it began its final journey in July 2020, resting on the western shores of the Caspian Sea. Moving this colossal 380-ton Lung-class ekranoplan to a new home near the city of Derbent in Russia's Dagestan Republic was a difficult 14-hour process that involved a flotilla of tugs and escort vessels. Ekranoplans, or ground effect vehicles, are hybrid machines that combine characteristics of both airplanes and ships. They glide over the water's surface without making contact, utilizing the aerodynamic principle referred to as the ground effect. This design feature allows them to achieve high speeds while flying just 1 to 5 meters above the water, making them hidden from radar detection, a quality that caught the attention of the Soviet military during the Cold War. The ekranoplan program had a variety of experimental models, earning the nickname Caspian Sea Monster thanks to their deployment in the body of water between the Soviet Union and Iran. The Lung-class ekranoplan, unlike its counterparts that were never finished, was a formidable machine capable of speeds of up to 550 kilometers per hour thanks to 8 powerful turbofans attached to its stubby wings. It was designed for seaborne attacks, holding 6 anti-ship missiles in launch tubes atop its hull. This unique vehicle is a testament to Soviet engineering and innovation. Today, the ekranoplan stands as the star attraction of Durban's Patriot Park, a military museum and theme park that features various Soviet and Russian military equipment. The construction of the park, although somewhat delayed, is expected to offer an official platform for visitors to explore the giant relic. But even before its formal opening, the ekranoplan has become a major tourist magnet, captivating the imagination of Russian tourists who've been drawn to Dagestan thanks to travel restrictions caused by the pandemic. The Caspian Sea Monster resurgence, also coincides with ongoing projects aimed at rekindling the Akranaplan concept, with companies like the Flying Ship Company and Singapore-based Widget Works who are exploring new avenues for ground effect vehicles. As history meets innovation, the Akranaplan continues to capture the imagination of those interested in its remarkable capabilities and the legacy it carries from the Cold War. 5. Keybird Greenland. In the icy wastes of northwestern Greenland, the burnt remains of a B-29 Super Fortress bomber can be found. On February 20, 1947, a routine top-secret mission involving U.S. Air Force Lieutenant Vern H. Arnott and his 11-man crew departed, leaving on a journey that had ultimately become one of the strangest episodes in aviation history. Their B-29 Keybird Super Fortress, belonging to the 46th Reconnaissance Squadron, was circumnavigating the geographic North Pole and set to return to land field. They were equipped with enough fuel to last for 26 hours of flight if conditions stayed at normal levels, anticipating a mission duration of 12 to 20 hours, landing at 10 a.m. Alaska Standard Time. The mission, though, took an unexpected turn when the aircraft had to make an emergency landing on a frozen lake in the northwestern side of Greenland on February 21, 1947. The Keybird's mission was part of the 46th Reconnaissance Squadron's activities based at Ladd Field near Fairbanks, Alaska. Their responsibilities included, but were not limited to, developing accurate polar navigation, surveying and mapping the Arctic, studying weather patterns, testing equipment and personnel in Arctic conditions, and conducting long-range photographic intelligence flights with B-29/F-13A Superfortresses. Unofficially, they were also supposed to monitor potential Soviet military activity in the desolate Arctic. After the Keybird's forced landing, the crew was safely evacuated, leaving the aircraft stranded in the icy Arctic tundra for over 47 years. In June 1994, the Keybird Limited Liability Company, led by aircraft restoration enthusiast under Darrell Greenemeyer, arrived at the crash and found the plane surprisingly well preserved. Determined to restore the Keybird to flight-worthy condition, they brought specialist tools, equipment, and extra parts from the U.S. Armed Services base in Greenland. They planned to make the Keybird operational, take off from the frozen lake, and finish the full restoration at Greenland's Thule Air Force Base before returning it to the United States. But weather delayed their efforts, and the team was forced to leave the site. They returned in May 1995, and by May 21, 1995, the Keybird was finally ready for takeoff. With engines running and turbines spinning, the crew prepared for flight, but discovered a gas leak in the auxiliary power's fuel tank. Despite their efforts to fight the flames, it quickly engulfed the Keybird, causing irreversible damage. The aircraft was beyond saving, and the crew had to cut their losses and abandon the mission. Although it was expected to sink in the lake with the spring thaw, the remains of the B-29 Keybird still sit on the surface of the ice to this day. Would you ever visit Greenland if given the chance? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the video so far. 4. American Landing Craft, Mjóiforor, Iceland. A visitor passing through the pristine Mjóiforor Fjord in Iceland will be impressed by the pristine environment and the region's incredible beauty. On the beach, they might run into an unexpected sight: a rusting American landing craft mechanized LCM dating back to World War II, broken apart by time and the elements. These landing craft were widely used by the US during the Second World War, tasked with the transportation of equipment, vehicles, and supplies. They played pivotal roles in multiple theaters of war, including the invasion of Sicily and the storming of the Normandy beaches on June 6, 1944. A sign fixed to the starboard bow divulges the LCM's deep history. It reveals that the vessel once served as a conduit for moving equipment to a remote US military radar station in the Westfjords region of Iceland. After its military service was finished, the boat was purchased by local fishermen and repurposed to ferry herring cuttings from a processing plant in 1965. Unfortunately, the vessel proved unsuitable as a barge since its engines were removed, leading to its abandonment on the shores of Muir in 1966. 3. British Hurricane fighter aircraft, Ukraine. In a remarkable discovery, the remains of 8 British Hawker Hurricane planes from World War II were unearthed in a Ukrainian forest. This unexpected find was made during an investigation related to an unexploded bomb from the era. Metal detectors were also used to survey the region around the device, ultimately revealing these long-buried relics of military history. The Hawker Hurricane was a key player during World War II, and these planes were believed to have been sent to the Soviet Union in 1941 by the British. This help was part of a broader military support initiative organized by the Allied forces and funded by the US under the Lend-Lease program. Similar discoveries are rare in Ukraine, and the significance of these Hawker Hurricanes extends beyond their historical value. The plane was celebrated for its robust and easy-to-handle design. It offered excellent stability as a gun platform, making it suitable even for pilots lacking experience. It was also known for its reliability. These characteristics made the Hawker Hurricane an indispensable aircraft during the war. From 1941 to 1944, around 3,000 models of the Hurricanes were sent to aid the Soviet Union in their battle against Nazi Germany. These planes significantly contributed to the war effort, and their presence was instrumental in several key operations. Authentic Hawker Hurricane planes from this period are rare finds, with most of them either destroyed during battle or disassembled for parts. Others met their end at the hands of the Soviet Union after the war, a strategic move to avoid the need for post-war payment. Despite the valuable items like radios being removed from the 8 discovered planes, their retrieval is a historical and cultural milestone. 2. Buffalo Amphibious Vehicle, England. A remarkable piece of World War II history has resurfaced in Lincolnshire, England, as a massive Buffalo amphibious vehicle that was buried underground for 74 years has been successfully restored to working condition. The tank, measuring an impressive 26 feet in length, sank almost 30 feet underground back in 1947. The Buffalo tank's remarkable resurrection started in April 2021, after 3 years of searching and planning. Originally, the Buffalo was used as part of flood defense in the village of Crowland, Lincolnshire, during the March 1947 floods. A temporary dam made of 15 tanks, including the Buffalo, was built to hold back the floodwaters from the River Welland. Unfortunately, the Buffalo and others were swept away and buried underground, creating a hidden relic of wartime history. The restoration project resulted in the tank's cockpit being fully restored, its front armor resprayed, and new tracks fitted. The tank still has an original gearbox that's been repaired, and an engine from the United States will be fitted over the winter. Throughout the restoration process, a few captivating historical artifacts were uncovered, adding layers of significance to this incredible project. Scratched names on the tank's paneling raised questions about whether these markings dated back to World War II or the 1947 floods. Also, a hand-painted symbol of a bull's head from the 79th Armored Division, as well as the words "All OK" were seen. These rescued Buffalo tanks once served as American cargo carriers and were converted for amphibious operations during the war. They were also used by the US Marines in the Pacific and the British Army in Europe during the 1945 Rhine crossing. The Royal Marines even deployed them in Burma, Malaya, and during the 1956 Suez Crisis. They played major roles in river crossings and landing operations. Today, thanks to the unwavering dedication of farmer Daniel Abbott and a team of volunteers, the restored Buffalo in Lincolnshire could soon become Europe's only operational example of this iconic tank. 1. Westland Lynx XZ676 Airbnb. If you're tired of the usual hotel stays and want to explore something truly unique, Airbnb has a surprise in store for you. Imagine spending the night in an ex-military helicopter. This exceptional stay offers a rare opportunity to enjoy a one-of-a-kind getaway. The helicopter is none other than the 1982 Westland Lynx XZ676. Once a multi-purpose twin-engine military helicopter, it's undergone an extraordinary transformation to become one of the most unconventional tiny homes you'll ever see. Located on the outskirts of Blackpool, the aircraft is available for rent on Airbnb for as little as £110 a night. This means you can experience the thrill of staying in a former military aircraft without breaking the budget. Before it retired from active service and transitioned into a lodging option, this Westland Lynx had an illustrious career. It participated in missions for the British Army in various locations, including Kosovo and the Gulf War. Now it sits proudly at Ream Hill Holiday Park, offering a once-in-a-lifetime experience for travelers. The helicopter features a striking setting surrounded by trees and even has a wooden porch attached to its industrial door. The interior has been thoughtfully converted into a cozy lounge and dining area. You'll find everything you need for a comfy stay, from a sofa to a mini fridge to a kitchen sink. Guests can even enjoy watching TV on a monitor strategically placed in front of the cockpit windows, offering a unique front row view. The Lynx's tail section has been transformed into a snug sleeping section that can accommodate 2 adults. If you're traveling with family, the living space can be converted into a second bedroom that can sleep 2 kids. This ex-military helicopter offers a blend of history, adventure, and comfort, making it an ideal getaway for those looking to make memories. Westland Lynx aircraft have a rich history of serving the British Army, Royal Navy, and German Navy, known for their impressive speeds of up to 249 miles per hour. Now, the XZ676 offers a chance for you to make your own aviation history with a stay you won't soon forget. So, if you're up for an adventure and want to sleep in a converted ex-military helicopter, look no further than Airbnb. Your next night away promises to be a truly unforgettable experience that blends history, luxury, and the thrill of sleeping in a real helicopter. Have you ever seen abandoned or restored military vehicles, aircraft, or warships? Let us know all about it down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.